Was it someone's alarm clock? Beep, beep. And an electronic tone repeatedly rang out through the room. We're finally on to the second day. It's been a long time in this episode now for the first day, but it's just because there's some new stuff happening, I guess, with Erica. And finding the gold, of course. Battler, who had gone to bed late and not managed to get enough sleep, covered his head in his blanket and waited for someone to turn off the alarm. But no matter how much time passed, the electronic tone didn't stop. I see. The point of an alarm clock isn't just to be loud enough to wake you, but to be annoying enough to keep you from wanting to fall back asleep. I'm pretty sure I've managed to sleep through a few of mine, but that's just me being tired, I guess. Hey, the alarm's going off. Make it stop, please. Why do waking up voices always get this annoyed? Well, it does make sense. After all, people are still sleepy and in a bad mood. However, there was absolutely no sign that my annoyed voice had caused anyone to turn over in their sleep, or crawl out of bed to stop the alarm. Letting out a deep sigh, I stumbled to my feet. With the shutters down on the windows, there was almost no light getting in, and the room was as dim as it had been earlier. Though, even without the shutters, there's no way this dull weather would let in enough sun to make this a pleasant morning. I haven't had a good rainy morning in a while, I think. There's no better feeling than to either fall asleep or wake up with just the loud rain pitter-pattering against the window. Honestly, it's... I don't get ASMR, but I do get rain. I don't know. The cousins were still wrapped up in their beds, sound asleep and taking no notice whatsoever of that beeping. Normally, once any one person gets up, the others tend to automatically follow. Annoyed that this law of serial summer camp awakenings that I'd made up had been broken, I searched for the source of the sound. I could hear it coming from a wristwatch set on a table. Judging by the style of the watch, it was probably George Aniki's. And he's still sleeping, this fucking asshole. Waking you up with his fucking watch. Anyway, when I randomly pushed a small button on the side of it, the sound stopped. Apparently it had been set for 7 in the morning. Is it already 7? He went to sleep at 3 or something, right? That was the last time we got a time. So 4 hours? Hey, yeah. These days, 4 hours in one part is quite a lot for me. So I would be up for 4 hours of uninterrupted sleep now. Jeez, that would be nice. Sorry, but I really don't feel like I slept at all. Playing cards were left on the table as though they had stopped mid-game. The game had probably been 7s. Damn it, I've got this piercing headache. What the hell happened last night? That mountain of gold and the subsequent argument between the relatives all feel like a bad dream. Breakfast normally came at 8. Now wasn't a bad time to start getting up and getting dressed. He was already fully dressed, did you not see his sprite? Even those adults probably won't argue in front of the cousins. In that case, I'll stay with my cousins all day long. I'm sure they'll be able to separate me from all this annoying talk about the gold and being the successor and all. In fact, I should have done this from the beginning. I felt disgusting having slept with my clothes on last night, see? Which caused me to get all sweaty. I guess I'll take a shower. I'm sure the others want to as well. At this age, it's embarrassing to wake them by shaking their shoulders. If I turn the TV on, everyone will probably wake up. That's such a weird way to wake them up though. It's a little bit passive-aggressive, you know, just sitting down, turning on the TV, going, could you maybe wake up now? Instead of going, hey, it's 7, don't you want to get up? Come on. Well, let's at least turn the lights on for now. That's also very mean. If I get woken up with someone turning the lights on, I'm in a very fucking bad mood because that shit is bright as hell. In this dim light, with the quiet sound of the never-ending wind and rain, it really doesn't feel like morning has come yet. I flipped the light switch, and then that dimly lit morning ended. Ah, my eyes! Oh god. Hello? What? Was I supposed to see that? I think I was.
Georgie! 甘いやないか。こんなマネがどうして許されるんや。
As they clung to Aniki's corpse, which would never wake up again, Aunt Eva and Uncle Hideyoshi cried.
もうおよしなさい。ジョージ君がこんな姿をお二人に見せたいと思いますか。思うわけがない。
姉貴、気持ちはわかるんだ。今は南條先生に任せるんだ。
あんたにはわかんないわよ。ジョージが殺されたのよ。ジョージ！ジョージ！南條先生の言う通りや。ジョージのこんな無体な姿をいつまでも見ていたらあかん。ジョージのためにも今は耐えるんや。
Well, guess shit just got majorly real. When Aunt Eva tried even harder to cling to that corpse, Dad and Uncle Hideyoshi directed her away and had a heated debate with her beside the wall.
ジョージ！南條先生、手当てをして！血が足りないなら輸血を！
With whom?
私とジョージは同じ血液型です！
Okay.
だからお願い！南條先生！
Now look at him. He's smiling in death. That's just about the nicest way you can go, I think.
エヴァさん、お気の毒だが、今のジョージ君に必要なのはあなたの血ではないのです。
How would you know? You haven't even tried. Are you a doctor or so? Oh, wait a second. He is. Dr. Nanja shook his head slightly, then nodded across to where I stood, giving me a signal. I softly pulled the blanket up, covering George Aniki's corpse. I guess there was a reason why we got woken up by his fucking watch. What about the others? His neck was split wide open. Jeez. It was probably larger and deeper than his mouth. Ooh. Would covering that part up make the corpse look neat and clean? Of course not. The large amount of lost blood stained the bed a horrible red and black. And even covering him with the blanket couldn't hide the traces. You should have smelled it when you woke up, Battler, seriously. You should have gone... something smells like... iron here? I don't know, it just smells like about 20,000 liters of blood. After all, even a blanket had large red-black stains. And covering him with it made his corpse look even more gruesome. It should also smell like piss and shit, right? It's not just when they hang themselves that they piss and shit themselves, right? Every corpse does, I think. So I stripped the blanket off of my bed and placed it on top of the first one. Well, after rigor mortis, of course, since that relaxes the muscles then. But there were only 2 extra blankets. So if we covered one more of the corpses, we wouldn't be able to cover any more. Ooh. I feel bad about the ones we can't cover, but for some reason, times like these make me feel like muttering "don't complain" about it being unfair inside my head.
キリエ、みんなに毛布をかけてやれ。風邪をひいちまう。
ええ。
Kiryu-san and I started covering the other corpses up to their heads with their blankets, just like George Aniki's, so that they wouldn't have to undergo any more shame with their terrible wounds exposed like this. In one bed rested Jessica. Jessica was exactly the same as George Aniki. Though she appeared to be resting quietly in the bed, her neck had been sliced deep and the wound lay open in a brutal way. Maria was the same. Oh, not the little Maria. And not only Maria. There was one more victim. Lying on the same bed as though they'd been sleeping alongside each other was Aunt Rosa. George Aniki, Jessica Maria, and Aunt Rosa. In this room were 4 humans who had been killed, their necks sliced open. They'd probably been like that since last night. I returned without noticing anything, gotten in bed, and fallen asleep. This must be the weirdest fucking thing. If that happened to me, if I fell asleep in a room full of corpses and I woke up and I only then noticed, I think I'd turn crazy, honestly. I would start vomiting and never stop. And I just couldn't cope. That has to be so unreal. All of them had a horizontal cut across their throats. I had been forced to see all the way into the depths of those gashes in everyone's throats. At worst, the wounds might have been deep enough to stretch halfway through their necks. Oh, come on, don't go into detail, please. If you tried to open it up, you'd probably be able to see that the gash reached all the way to the bone. The only wounds were the single gashes on each neck. So if you just covered the necks with your hand, you might be able to persuade yourself that they were merely sleeping. But even so, this frighteningly deep wound was incredibly gruesome. There's no such thing as clean or dirty ways of killing. I'm not sure, I think a bullet to the head can be very clean if, like, nothing explodes like a melon, of course. All methods of killing are equally brutal. But even so, the brutality here was just horrible. Also, poison or a syringe. Pretty clean, that's why they like do the death sentence with poison these days, right? Since you can make sure that the person doesn't feel any pain and they just slip away. And there was one more thing that adorned these brutal murders, making them even more unsettling. Drawn very large on the wall was something like an eerie magic circle. It was drawn in a bright red paint that looked like blood, and made it look as though some creepy ceremony had taken place in this room, with the 4 of them offered as human sacrifices. However, that wasn't what we were concerned about. No one has a heart so cold that they could witness the deaths of those close to them, and still worry about some scribbles on the wall. I don't know, if that shit could be a hint to the killer, I would be all over it. Oh, knock knock. It's Erika! Come on, Erika, solve this mystery for us. Oh no, corpses, whatever happened here?
Ohayo gozaimasu, minasan.
Ohayo, Erika!
Oya, kore wa rippa na mahoujin desu.
Oh, you just got to love her, right? You just got to fucking slip your hands around that throat and lovingly choke her until she passes out, and then tenderly kiss her on the forehead. That's what I would do to Erika. Oh god. The girl who bragged that she drew more pleasure from the process of exposing the truth than the truth itself. And who went so far as to call herself an intellectual rapist, appeared in a hall. When she saw the extraordinarily creepy magic circle in this gruesome room, I heard what was unmistakably a sigh of admiration escape her lips.
お前は入ってくるんじゃねえ。
さっきから廊下で話を聞かせてもらっています。
So she fucking knew, and still the first thing she says when she comes in is, "Oh, that's a nice circle on the wall."
お亡くなりになられたのは4人ですか？心よりお悔やみを申し上げます。
On Erika's face. No, that's not it. It was in her eyes. In Erika's eyes, I could see an indiscreet smile. That was hard to describe. What do you mean in her eyes? I can see it right here on her fucking face, actually. Look at that shit. She's the smuggest little motherfucker on earth. She found this interesting. Of course she does. She found the outbreak of a crime interesting. It was like the smile of a kid off to the side of the stage just before her turn to appear in a school play. You know what kind of smile it is? You know that picture with the little girl in front of the burning house that smiles almost as if she laid a fire? That's the kind of smile she has right now. Oh, I don't know if this meme is too old, because that picture was around before stuff like that was even called a meme.
すまねえな、エリカちゃん。取り込み中だ。部屋で待っててくれるか。
そういうわけには参りません。現場検証は探偵の権利ですので。
Of course, she's the fucking detective.
お前に用はないと言ってんだぜ。
Which means she can't be the culprit either.
部外者はおとなしく引っ込んでろ。
現場検証を妨害する容疑者だというのが私の持論ですか？
お前の都合など知るか。出ていけ。お前なんかお呼びじゃね
エリカちゃん、ほんまにすまんが部屋に戻っててくれんか。今は取り込み中なんや。
Busy, you called it, alright?
ジョージ
So, wait a second, where's Natsui and Kraus? Because Jessica is dead too, they should be here mourning alongside them. And where are the servants? Come on, have they, like, called anyone except for Dr. Nanjo?
どいてください。現場検証できません。
もしそれが必要なら俺たちがするし、警察がする。お前にみんなの亡骸をさらに恥ずかしめる権利なんかあるわけがねえ。
探偵権限。探偵は全ての現場を検証する権利を持つ。そこをどきなさい。後宮バトラー。これは人間側に認められたゲームの正当な権利よ。
Well, she just went all meta on him. Those words, which seemed to be utterly ridiculous at first, were words of power that had come from a world of a much higher plane than the one they were in. Battler was thrown back by an unseen power and landed on his butt. Struck silent by this quiet intensity, nobody was able to prevent Erika from entering the room, suffocated by this bizarre atmosphere.
ご安心を。死者の尊厳を犯すことが目的ではありませんので、別に喉の切り口なんておぞましいもの覗きたくありませんし、私が知りたいのはもっと別のことです。つまりこの殺人を誰が行ったかです。南條先生、それから皆さん、特に第一発見者のバトラさん、いろいろとお尋ねしたいことがありますのでご協力をお願いします。
だから何の権限があってだよ。
She just fucking explained to you by the detective's authority.
私が探偵だからよ。
Here we go. Battler couldn't argue against this incomprehensible nonsense. No, he wasn't permitted to argue. It was a restriction placed on pieces. Erika summoned Dr. Nanjo and heard the details of his preliminary examination of the corpses. Normally, he wouldn't have spoken of that to an outsider so casually. However, for some reason, the atmosphere about the place had become one in which hiding things from Erika was forbidden.
さて、ラムダの第一の番、楽し死体は4つ ?2 つ足りないわ。まあ、6人殺す義務もないわけだけど、そういう遊びだしね。
Oh shit, I shouldn't have asked for Natsui and Kraus, but I think Natsui is still alive. Just a hunch.
あの子、空気読める子だから、あと2人もどこかで殺してるに違いないわ。
On the wall was a magic circle representing the first twilight, similar to the ones in Beato's games. That girl talks tough, but I wonder just how closely she'll be able to imitate Beato. I can't giggle anymore, come on. That Heroes sure is crappy. Oh, come on. It isn't written exactly right. Oh yeah, they weren't used for this murder, right? Usually they are the ones carrying out the murder?
どうして魔法陣がきっとベアトリーチェ様の真似がしたかったのよ。へったくそな魔法陣。真似どころじゃないわよ。人間の誰かがベアトリーチェ様の仕業に見せかけるためにわざわざ書いたんだわ。とにかく
ベアトリーチェ様に報告を。
It's funny since the murdering should be stopped right since they found the gold, but someone still did a murder, and just as the stakes say, they wanted to make it look like Beatrice. But how would the pieces in this universe know that Beatrice was drawing magic circles on the walls in the other murders? That one doesn't make much sense.
ゴールドスミスの秘密を守る仕事だけでもお腹いっぱいなのに、迷惑な話ね。
でも全然美しくない殺人だわ。別に密室でもないし不可能犯罪でもない。こんな無様な殺人、ベアトリーチェ様に全然ふさわしくないわ。
フルドエリカか。予期せぬ事件に予期せぬ女、そして19年前の予期せぬ男。気分はバトラーに解かれるし、今回のゲームは普段とまるで違うわ。何がどうなってるの？行くわよ。
はい、お姉様。